We're standing here on the Bolivar Peninsula, the place that took the hardest hit from Hurricane Ike. As you drive up and down the highway on this side of the ferry, you see entire communities where there's nothing left, except for maybe the moorings of a house that is entirely gone. Entire communities have been washed away, some of which will never come back. They'll be bought up by the government and turned into bird sanctuaries. This is ground zero of Hurricane Ike. The eye of the storm passed not too far from where we're standing right now. We're standing here in a graveyard. It's a graveyard of all the things that once lived in houses. Right in front of us, there's a pile of microwaves. Down below, there's a pile of televisions, flat screens and 42 inchers and all different types of televisions. Across the way over there are piles upon piles of refrigerators. All of this wreckage, all of this destruction. My first thought when I first saw this place was, man, this is a crazy sight. I bet that there's numerous volunteers who've come down to help here who stop at this place and take pictures so that they can send them home, or when they get home, show them to their friends and family about the destruction and loss. But take a look at this place. Take a look at this graveyard. Each one of these computers in front of us, and each one of these television screens and microwaves and refrigerators, they were all in somebody's house in September. The refrigerators across the way held orange juice on the morning of September 10th, 3 days before the storm. It wasn't anything for somebody on this island to turn on their television right in front of us in the first 2 weeks of September, living just a normal life. And yet today, the refrigerator is sitting on the side of the road, a remnant of the storm for amateur photographers to take photographs of. I think about the refrigerators. I think about the moorings that we see all around. They used to be normal sights. Each one of them belonged to a family that has lost so much in this storm. These are vivid pictures of destruction and loss. Vivid pictures of what the hurricane did to Bolivar Peninsula. Destruction and devastation and loss. But those aren't the story that's happening here on Bolivar. It's not the story that God is writing here, because God is writing a different story, where devastation and destruction and loss are just small players in the overall story of redemption and resurrection. As we head closer to Holy Week, remember the entirety of the story. It's not just the grace and love that was poured out on the cross on Good Friday, but it was the power and hope and life when Jesus rose from the dead on Resurrection Sunday. Come to Galveston. Allow God to use you to tell a story of hope and redemption and resurrection in a place of devastation and destruction and loss. Come, help God write His story.